Hey, what's up guys, Steph, and today I'm here to kind of review a book called #This by Brandon Lawson. Now, #This is a really interesting poetry book based on Twitter hashtags. Mr. Lawson approached me on Twitter and asking if I would be interested in reviewing this book for my YouTube and, of course, everywhere else that I post my reviews, because once you post it somewhere, you have to post it everywhere because you have different followings kind of sprinkled everywhere. So, yeah, that was a little bit of explaining of that part, moving back to the actual thing. When he told me the concept for this book, it was automatically really interesting and something I'd never heard of before. Like I mentioned before, it is a collection of poetry based on Twitter hashtags and kind of expanding on the hashtag. And immediately that really captured my attention. I'd never seen something like that done before. Something like strictly from like a social media kind of thing, a new kind of thing. Hashtags have been around for like the last couple years, like maybe a decade. I don't know, when did Twitter come to existence? 2005 maybe? I don't know, it's something like the modern era kind of thing. I'm already explaining this terribly. This is going great. I found this to be a really unique way to expand the conversation of these hashtags that keep us confined to either to 140 or now they have the new update, 240 characters. We're confined to that limit on Twitter. But with this book of poetry, it kind of goes beyond that. It kind of goes deeper into the details that you can't really express in 240 characters or in a thread of tweets. It's like a really emotional kind of build up on these topics. I just think it's really cool. There's poetry about YouTube. There's things about the boycott the NRA movement that just really recently happened, like this last month. You also have things talking about art, talking about hopes for the future, wanting to revisit the past and just go back. I found it I really enjoyed it. Now, I don't read poetry that much anymore. You're gonna see it coming up in a tag on Monday. But most of the poetry that I do know is stuff that from back in school, and I've never really expanded on my poetry. I'll read like the occasional kind of thing, but never really look for poetry books specifically. One of the things I kind of find hard about reviewing poetry is that it's all very subjective. It's all very like feeling based and emotion based, and it's a different way of expression than regular writing because I don't know how to explain it, but it feels more personal. If you're someone who's on the internet a lot, you'll probably recognize some of the hashtags that start out these poems, and you might connect to some, you might not connect to some. That's something else I really like, that's really sticky about poetry for me. Some of them, like, they really hit home, some of them you don't really connect to, some you do connect to, but then again, that's with all writing. Poetry, I feel like, it's just more than that. I loved this idea, and I loved the poetry in this book. It's not a very long book either. It's a really short thing. I'll link it down below where you can find it on Amazon. There are also more poems on his website, which I will link at the very top of the description down below, because those are some that don't necessarily have to do with the Twitter hashtag, but they're still really good poems that I think. I really enjoyed them, and I really enjoyed this whole book. And thank you, Mr. Lawson, for letting me read this for you. I felt there was a real passion in some of these words, and I really enjoyed it. And even if, like I said, if you really don't stick with the Twitter hashtags, maybe you're not on Twitter a lot, you can still go to his website, and there's still some that are very relevant to the present, like right now. And I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys will enjoy it too if you like poetry or you're looking for some new poetry to check out. That's all I've got for you guys today. Like I said, you can check out #this in the description down below, where you can find it on Amazon, where you can find Mr. Lawson's website, all that fun stuff in the description down below. Go check it out. It's really cool, and it's really unique, and I think you should check it out. How many times can I say check it out? I don't know. Check it out. Who's keeping count? Not me. Let's just move on with the video. That's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you have a lovely day / night. And before I go, don't forget, if you want to hit subscribe, my face will be right here and down there, and hit that little bell icon so you'll be notified when I post new videos, tags, reviews, book hauls, book wrap-ups, all that fun stuff. You make sure to stick around and check it out if you like this. Okay, that's all I've got for you guys. I hope you have a lovely day / night, and I'll see you later.